Nancy, can I talk to you for a second now? I have something to tell you. Hi, Lily. I'm on the train right now. Can we talk later? Oh no, we can't. It's something very important to the future of your company. What? What about my company? Lily, you don't have anything to do with my company. You need to get a job. I don't worry about it. I'm preparing for my future in the way. I'll be a housewife soon anyways. What? You have a boyfriend? Yes, I do. You work so hard all the time. You don't have a life. Well, I admit I'm a workaholic. But what do you mean by that? I work hard, but that doesn't mean I don't have a life. You know what? I'm getting married instead of you. Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, Sean and I are getting married. That's good news, right? Huh? Sean? You mean my fiancé Sean? Who else could it be? Are you serious? My fiancé? Yeah, I'm serious. Actually, we're together at a hotel. What? Right now? Yes. It's been about 3 months now, but you didn't notice it at all. So, cancel your wedding coming up next month as soon as possible. Sean and I will plan our wedding. Okay, I'll talk with Sean later. If this is true, you are in for a world of trouble. You'd better be prepared for that. Okay. I'm already prepared to be happy with Sean. Please do not bother us. Nancy, I heard you spoke with Sean. He told me your face was so scary. Oh, that's right. He did something that made me look like a demon. It's his fault. He was scared because he felt guilty. Huh? What do you mean he feels guilty? It's beautiful that two people are in love. I did let you know about us, okay? Why do we feel guilty? Can you understand? It's a problem if you're too open about it. Huh? You'll find out soon enough. Sean and I are breaking off the engagement. You can do whatever you want. Really? Yay! With this, Sean is entirely mine. I'll charge you alimony. Huh? You and Sean, both. No way! Did you think you wouldn't be charged because I'm your sister? Too bad. You're kidding, right? Let me tell you now. Don't even try to ask Mom and Dad to help you. They are furious at you for what you've done. They're sorry they spoiled you and will kick you out. Why? I thought they were always on my side. Of course not. I'm not going to let you get away even if you don't have any money. You can work and pay, so get a job. What? I don't want to work. I'll make sure I get a decent amount. Poor Nancy. Haha, I paid the alimony even if I didn't work. I feel sorry for you. I heard you made Sean pay for both and moved into Sean's apartment. Yeah, we're living together now. What a shame. This proves that you don't understand your own position. Are you threatening me again since you got dumped? Aw, that's hilarious. I really feel sorry for you. Your stupidity and narrow-mindedness are quite impressive. Huh? You still don't realize that you're being pushed further off the cliff. Oh dear, the cliffhanger is you. You're already 30 years old and your fiancé left you. Aww, you're so cute. I dare not tell you anything. Huh? What? I have a pretty good idea what you're getting at, given your personality. I'm sure you'll understand when you talk with Sean about the future. It'll be an excellent opportunity to learn. There you go again, loser. You know what? If you want Sean to take over Dad's company, he could marry me too. I knew your intention. Yes, I want to become the CEO's wife. Looking at you working so hard makes me feel so sad. The most brilliant way is to become the wife of the next CEO, right? Anyway, it would be best if you talk to Sean. You'll realize how shallow you think you are. Sure, I will. Oh yeah, my wedding is in 6 months. You have to come too. Alright. Today, Sean and I have our wedding. I understand you don't want to come, but Mom and Dad are coming. They love me more. You shouldn't expect too much. They will be there to keep an eye on you. They want to make sure you don't do anything stupid anymore. Thank you for your advice, Nancy. I'm the next CEO's wife now. You shouldn't talk to me like that. Are you still saying that? Has Sean not told you? Sean and I can communicate without words. Thanks. Nancy, more than half of the people didn't show up. What's going on? Oh dear. Also, I told Dad it was so rude to ditch his successor's wedding. Then Dad told me Sean wasn't. What did he mean by that? Are you just bringing it up now? What do you mean? Sean is taking over Dad's company and becoming the next CEO, right? Didn't he tell you? Tell me about what? It's either you or me. The person who marries one of us will be the next CEO. You know, I'm the next CEO. Huh? You? That's right. It was already decided a long time ago. It was straightforward about who was taking over the company. Dad was not thinking of Sean as his successor. Huh? Then what is his position in the company? Just an employee. An ordinary employee? He used to be a section chief in the sales department. But they demoted him when they found he was sacking off with you. What do you mean by that? Let me put it very simply. He was punished for not showing up to work to make out with you. What? And he used the company car to go to the hotel. He wasn't fired, but he's still on the edge. Fired? His salary has gone down, and he has no hope of moving up in the company. You're half the reason for this. You should know that. Seriously? Hey Nancy, Sean told me he has $20 in his saving account. That's it. I can't even buy a new bag. Don't you get it yet? Huh? Sean paid his and your alimony. He is paying for everything you need since you are not working. You are still saying, if I work, I lose. And yet you love to splurge. His living expenses have doubled. But his income went down, as I told you before. He got a demotion and has no hope for the future. And the wedding. You guys had a huge wedding. A lot of people didn't show up though. In the last 6 months, you've made Sean spend $100,000. $100,000? I heard Sean had about $100,000 in his savings. That means he has spent almost all of it. No way. This is the exact opposite of what I dreamt of. I was supposed to become a rich wife. What should I do? You still don't get it? What? You should work too. What? You have to work to survive in this world. You work, you lose. It's not true at all. If you don't want to be a loser, get a job. Ugh. Why do you say that? You're so mean to me. Not long after that, Sean resigned. After all, it was hard for him to stay with my company. He decided to move back to his parents' place with Lily. He will work at a paper factory his relatives own. For Lily, who loves the glitz and glamour of the city, her new life must be very dull. But since she can't rely on anyone else, she has no choice but to stay with Sean. One more thing. Sean's mother is a very sharp woman. She is managing their money as a condition for accepting her unfaithful son and daughter-in-law. I'm sure Lily's marriage life is going to be a tough one in many ways.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Ew, my bastard brother is getting married? On top of that, that blonde girl is going to be your wife? For real? That's so gross. What is it? Is it so weird that I'm getting married? Yeah, it's crazy. Is that so? Well, it kind of makes sense now that I know that it's that plain Joe you're getting married to. But still, it sounds weird. What do you mean? You make no sense. I mean, I introduced her to you when we were at Mom and Dad's. Don't say anything bad about my fiancé. But seriously, I don't know what's so good about such a plain, dull girl. In Joe's case, it's neat and modest. Love is blind. Oh well, you're far from being an elitist couple like Josh and me, who are Ivy League graduates and working for a major corporation. I guess it's a perfect match for someone like you who didn't even go to college and work at a small company. I'm sure you're aware of it, but don't expect me to have a good sister-in-law relationship with her. You kidding? That's exactly what I have in mind. What do you mean? You think I don't know that you bullied Jill in middle school while you two were in the same class? Even now, the way you're acting, just to find out that we're getting married. Besides, both Mom and Dad favored you more. I left home because I didn't feel like I belonged there. I did introduce Jill to you guys as an obligatory greeting, because that's what you're supposed to do. You are invited to the wedding, by the way. But I don't basically plan to have in-law moments with you guys, other than at family weddings and funerals. So I'd appreciate it if you do the same. All right. You guys really seem to know where you stand. Whatever. Hey, Jill. I'm sorry my sister and her husband were so rude to you today. My parents acted the same until they truly understand who you are. Really sorry about that too. It's okay, Kyle. You've apologized to me so many times. Plus, you've won me ahead. After all, it's that Sarah and her parents who adores her. To tell the truth, it was pretty much as I expected. Really? By the way, looks like Sarah forced you to exchange contacts with you. Were you okay with that? Sure, I'm fine with it, as long as it's just a text messages. I told them we won't be participating in any family occasions. You can just block her, okay? I'm thinking of blocking her after the wedding. For now, it's safer to stay chill and leave the door open for her, don't you think? Well, I'm not the same wimp I used to be. I'll just dodge her, so don't worry. Well, if you think you've had enough, you can just block her any time. I know. Thanks for your thoughts. Hey, you jerk. Thanks for the wedding invitation. I'm not going. That's fine. Huh? Jill's parents understand where I stand at home. They also know about the bullying you've been doing to Jill. That's why they told us to just let it go if you're not attending. Plus, we weren't planning to have a grand wedding to begin with, so there's no problem. I see. So, you're not gonna have a big wedding? Nope. We were very selective about who to invite, and we've decided that's enough. I just thought of a great idea. What is it? My husband and I just registered our marriage, but we didn't have a wedding yet, right? I didn't know that. But we decided we want to throw a wedding now. I won't invite my jerk brother and his wife, though. Do whatever you want. Huh? I don't expect you to invite me in the first place, so don't worry about it. Okay, then. He really pisses me off. Hey, you jerk! Did you get my reply to your wedding invitation? Yeah, I got it yesterday. You sure you're not coming? Yep, I'm really sure. Who would want to go to a low-cost, crappy wedding? Besides, we're having a wedding the same day. The same day? On purpose? Yep, the same day, just for the sake of it. Unlike the drab and boring wedding of high school graduate and a blonde girl, ours is going to be fancy and extravagant. You both were losers finding jobs. You cried to Dad and had him ask his business connections to get you jobs. I don't know how you can brag about it. Business connections are also part of your skills and assets. I hear stories that you guys really suck at what you do and don't have any friends at work. Don't say random things just because you're jealous of us. Anyway, we've decided to get married on the same day. Wait to see how we are on a different level than you. Okay, I just won't prepare the seatings for you guys then. Don't mention it. Don't need them. You should know that you guys are the ones who don't know where you stand. Huh? Stop acting stupid and really observe your situation you're in. Whatever. I have no clue what you're saying. Hey, you douchebag! Why aren't you at your wedding? What do you mean? I came all the way to the Park Hotel to attend your wedding. Which Park Hotel are you at? Duh, so obvious. The one near the station, closest from your house. I can't believe your wedding is at a Park Hotel. So expensive. I'm pretty sure you don't have the kind of money to travel far. No. Did you really check the location on the invitation? What do you mean? It's not here? Nope. Then where? Hawaii. Hawaii? The Park Hotel in Hawaii. Hawaii? I think that's what it says, doesn't it? No way! My loser brother and his blonde wife is getting married abroad? I think you should know that I just got a new job and I'm now making so much more money than you guys. What? Really? I mean, what happened to your wedding? Wasn't it supposed to be today? No one showed up. What? Really? I called out about the wedding on Instagram, but no one came. Even mom and dad didn't come. I don't know about your friends, but mom and dad and all the relatives are here. Huh? Why? It's so wrong that they chose you over me, who have more affection. Well, they all seem uncomfortable being at the same table with Jill's relatives. What do you mean? My wife, Jill's grandfather, is the chairman of the company Dad works for. Wait a minute. Dad's company is where Josh and I work. Does that mean Jill's the granddaughter of the chairman of a huge corporation? I guess so. Why didn't you tell me? I told you. Huh? I told you when I brought Jill to mom and dad's place to introduce her as my fiancée. You did? While you and your husband were so busy dissing us, mom and dad were trying to stop you. What? It looked like you completely ignored them. Wait, you didn't notice? Is that why you suggested that we should have our wedding on a different date? We tried to warn you, but you forced it through. Because the whole point was to have it on the same day as my loser brothers. I can't believe Dad prioritized your wedding over mine. He's in management position now. And being the parents of the groom who is getting married the chairman's granddaughter, I'm sure Dad had no choice. Well, everyone knows how he was mean to Jill in the past. So I'm sure he feels very embarrassed and uncomfortable. Wait a minute. Was it Jill's payback that no one came to my wedding? Hey, you know that's not true. Did you even send out invitations to the people you wanted to come? It's so tedious sending out individual invitations. I texted everyone and also posted on Instagram to let them know the day before yesterday. Did you receive RSVP? Huh? I invited them, so I expect them to come no matter what. For those whiners, I just told them to shut their mouths and come. That's not an invitation. What? You remember my invitation, right? You RSVP me. Basically, if you don't have that kind of communication, people won't know if they're invited or not. Is that so? Plus, the day before yesterday is way too late to be calling out. That's a total disaster. Your wedding planner obviously didn't do their job. What the hell is going on? Well, none of the wedding venues were available today, so we decided to rent out a French restaurant. But no one showed up, so... Wait, Jill wants to talk to you about that. What? Jill? She said she's going to text you now, so hold on. Sarah, go back to the restaurant now. Huh? Hey, stop acting like a big shot the moment you reveal that you're a chairman's granddaughter. That's not what I'm talking about. The restaurant you booked is owned by my cousin who's at the wedding here today. Your cousin? There's a huge fuss at the restaurant right now that a couple who ditched their private wedding reception bailed without paying. No way! I found out it was you and your husband, So I'm calling them now. They said if you don't go back, they'll call the police. The police? They want you back at the restaurant by 7:40 p.m. to pay the bill. Only 40 more minutes? It's too close. They're not gonna wait for you. You better hurry. What the heck? After that, my sister and her husband returned to the restaurant just in time. They were relieved that they were not reported to police. However, the bill came up to $12,000. Although they somehow managed to pay with a credit card, they are now in huge debt and a mess. They had expected to pay off the venue with congratulatory gifts, but they got none. She now has a big rift with my parents, who would have been the first to help her in a situation like this. After a big fight, they insulated themselves from each other. By the way, my sister's husband had also cut ties with his parents a while ago. Furthermore, they resigned from work. Must have become very uncomfortable working in the same company as my father. They are now living in a shabby apartment and working part-time to save money. They have been fighting fiercely every day, and it seems that my sister will become a divorcee in no time.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hi, Emily. It's been 3 years. I went to mom and dad's place, but someone else answered the door. Did you guys move out? Tell me where you three live now. Huh? Ruth? How dare you after what you did to me? What? Am I not welcomed? Of course not. What? Why? It's been 3 years since you eloped with my ex Isaac. We didn't hear anything from you guys. How could you casually drop me a line? Well, Isaac and I broke up already. What? Broke up? I realized that there were limits to eloping. Eloping means throwing away everything you have built up in your life. In other words, Isaac had to leave his work. If you think about it, Isaac was unemployed. His job search in the new town didn't go well at all. And when he finally got a job, it was at a small company that paid only mediocre wages. We did not have so much money in savings, and it was hard to go back to our hometown. By the time a year had passed, we felt like we had no choice but to live together. We ended up staying together for a little more than 3 years, but we finally decided to break up, and I was released. Wow, but that doesn't mean you could return to mom and dad's. What? I'm sure they will be happy to have their daughter back home for the first time in 3 years. They said they didn't want to talk to you, who would elope with her sister's fiancé. That's mean. You're the one who did terrible things to me. I see you've even visited home. One of the reasons we moved out was to cut ties with you. Tell me your new address, please. We don't want to see you again. I wouldn't tell you. Then why did you keep my number? If you didn't want to talk to me, you could have blocked my number. Yeah, that's right. Now that I've made that declaration, I can finally block you. What? I've been waiting for this day. You're officially disowned. So, Emily, goodbye. Emily, I changed my number. What? Ruth? That's right. It's terrible of you to block your little sister. I have so many questions I want to ask you. I told you we're not talking anymore. No matter how many times you change your number, it doesn't change the fact that you are disowned. I'm blocking you now. Wait a minute. I found out where you live. What? You live in a really nice place, don't you? I'll live there for you as an apology for blocking me. What are you talking about? I understand you found my address, but you can't live here. Why not? This place is rented under my boyfriend's name. Ha ha ha. You're slow as always. What I'm trying to say is, I am with your boyfriend now, so I'm moving in with him. That's what I'm saying. Huh? Oh, that's right. Isaac wanted to get back together with you. I'll give Isaac back to you, so we're all good again. Now everything is settled, and we're all happy. Good, good, good. There's no way I'll ever get back together with Isaac. If he shows up, I'll turn him in to his parents. They pay the compensation. Oh my God, that's so scary. Besides, my boyfriend is the one who accepted me after knowing everything about my past. There's no way he would betray and cheat on me with you, the root of all evil. Huh? So you're saying that I'm too attractive for him. He knows everything, but he still wants me. I'm sorry I stole another man from you. I'm such a sinful woman. He's sitting next to me right now. What? He says he doesn't know you. He had never met you. He doesn't know your number. Huh? Emily, you can't lie to me. Keep your joke to yourself. How can you be so sure it's a lie? Because he's right next to me. I think he is not who you think he is. That can't be true. Then tell me the name of that person. Are you stupid to make me say that? Are you the one who doesn't realize you're not getting anywhere? Don't worry, you're the only one who thinks so. Just say it. I'll leave tomorrow, depending on your answer. You will if I tell you? If he is really cheating on me. You know, his name is David. David? Yes, now that I've said it, you need to leave. Goodbye. Hey, Emily, what's going on? I know your celebrity life in the condo is great and you don't want to leave, but you promised me you'll leave. You should at least spell leave correctly. Huh? Are you stupid? Shut up. That doesn't matter. Just get out of the condo. I'm going to live with David on the top floor. I'm so ready to move in. I can't move in if you're still there. My boyfriend's name is not David, so I would not leave. Huh? What's that? Stop being difficult. You can't fool me, Emily. You are so obvious. Let me ask you something. Where is this condo you're after? Huh? Why are you asking me that? You're not very smart, are you? It's the River City condo near River Station, right? Room 5001 on the top floor. I knew what you were going to say. Am I right? You live there with David, so there's no way you could be wrong. I asked around about you and your address. I'm sure of it. I see. You used all your connections to find out. Amazing, isn't it? I came here one day and snuck in among the residents. They found out you were living with a rich, handsome guy, David. Of course, I'd want a place like that, right? I guess the old information is what caused this misunderstanding. I see. What? What do you mean, misunderstanding? You see, we sold that room 6 months ago. You sold it? It was my boyfriend's condo. He had to relocate for his new job. Fortunately, my work has a branch office there, and we were planning to get married anyways. So, we found a nice condo in the area where we were going to move. We sold the room in River City condo and bought a new one here. And we're still living together. Well, what about David? He must be the new resident. Oh, really? I was surprised. But I don't care. David is still mine. Once again, I have to make a plan to kick out his girlfriend. I don't think you can do that. She's the owner of room 5001. Huh? So it's David who will be evicted from the condo. By the way, David's work went bankrupt. He's currently unemployed and looking for a job. Unemployed? Is that true? Are you joking again? The truth will come out soon. Soon? David's girlfriend, well, his fiancée, Erica, owns her business. I knew Erica through work and I've met David too. What? To be honest, you're an embarrassment to my family, and I didn't want anything to do with you. I told David's fiancée about your relationship with David. What? What are you doing? Of course, it's the best way to stop your selfish behavior. There's also the compensation that you haven't paid me yet. Huh? Also, David's fiancée is monitoring David's GPS now. What? I heard he has been at your apartment since last night. What? They know everything about you guys. Reported me? You may want to be careful. After this, Erica went to Ruth's apartment. What a surprise! David's parents accompanied her. Ruth and David were caught and yelled at all night long. My parents, who now live in a senior apartment, told Erica that Ruth would take all the responsibility. Later, Ruth ran away to her ex, Isaac. But she was captured despite her effort. I also informed Isaac's parents where he is. And so Ruth was captured again. She works for Erica's subcontractor with a minimum wage, spending most of her salary on compensation.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.